빈대? 어머 진짜다.
Tell me honestly, have you ever seen two people walk into a room and suddenly the whole energy shifts? Now imagine those two people are Taehyung and Jungkook, together side by side, walking into a gym. Doesn't your heart skip a beat just picturing it? What does it mean? Why now? And what secret could they be hiding behind this unexpected appearance? Stick with me because today we're diving into the emotional, exciting, and maybe even shocking story that has the entire K-pop world buzzing. And before we begin, if you love being the first to uncover the hidden stories behind BTS moments, make sure you subscribe. Because here we don't just watch, we feel, we connect, and we grow together. The sighting that shook fans started like a ripple. Few blurry photos, couple of whispers online. Then suddenly, it spread like wildfire. Taehyung and Jungkook were spotted at a gym. Not a concert hall, not an airport, not a flashy event. Gym. But it wasn't just the place that shocked people. It was the way they looked. Focused, determined, like two men preparing for something big. Fans immediately knew. This wasn't casual. This wasn't random. There was a story here. And if you know Taehyung and Jungkook, you know they don't just appear somewhere without reason. They are deliberate. Every move they make has meaning. So the question is, what are they preparing for? Why a gym visit matters. You might be thinking, what's so special about two idols going to the gym? But let me tell you something. With BTS, nothing is ever simple. A gym isn't just about fitness. For artists like Taehyung and Jungkook, it's about transformation. It's about discipline. It's about preparing their bodies and minds for something we can't yet see. And if we look back, history tells us something important. Before big comebacks, the members disappear into practice rooms and training schedules. Before solo projects, they re-emerge looking sharper, stronger, and more confident. So maybe, just maybe, this gym sighting isn't about exercise. Maybe it's about evolution. The energy between them. Now, let's talk about the real reason fans can't stop thinking about this. Because it wasn't just Taehyung. It wasn't just Jungkook. It was the two of them together. Think about it. These are two of BTS's most charismatic souls. Taehyung with his quiet intensity. Jungkook with his unstoppable energy. When they're side by side, there's a spark. A balance of calm and fire. So imagine seeing them in a gym, not joking around, not casually hanging out, but focused. Sweating. Training. Doesn't that image make your mind race? Doesn't it make you wonder if they're building toward a joint project, a surprise performance, or maybe even preparing for something far bigger than we can imagine? Because with them, nothing is ever just coincidence. The whispers online. The moment those first photos dropped, ARMY went into detective mode. Some said, this has to mean a comeback. Others whispered, no, this feels like a secret project, maybe a collab. And then there were those who simply smiled, writing, I don't care what they're preparing for. I'm just happy to see them healthy, glowing, and working hard. Isn't it beautiful how even the smallest glimpse of them can light up the entire fandom? That's the kind of connection BTS has built with us. They don't need a stage. They don't need microphones. Just their presence tells a story. Taehyung's quiet fire. Let's focus on Taehyung for a moment. He's always been the mystery of BTS. Soft-spoken at times, yet magnetic. Playful, yet carrying a depth that fans can feel even when he doesn't speak. So what does it mean when he shows up at a gym? Taehyung has always loved blending his artistry with his physicality. From his graceful stage presence to his sharp photo shoots. He understands the power of image. His decision to train, to sculpt himself, could very well be a signal that he's preparing for a new era. An era where music and visual storytelling merge like never before. Could it be a solo showcase? Powerful music video? Or maybe an art performance that blends music, visuals, and raw energy? One thing's for sure. Taehyung never steps into the light without purpose. Jungkook's relentless drive. Now let's turn to Jungkook. If Taehyung is the mystery, Jungkook is the fire. He has always been known for his discipline, his passion, His golden energy that refuses to settle for anything less than perfection. When you think about it, Jungkook in a gym is the most natural image. He's always been about growth, about testing his limits. But what caught fans' attention this time wasn't just that he was training. It was that he was training with Taehyung. Two energies, two different styles, one shared purpose. That's not random. That's destiny in motion. The global reaction. It didn't take long for this sighting to cross borders. News outlets picked it up. Social media exploded. Fans from Korea to America, Brazil to India, all asked the same question. What are they up to? And here's the fascinating thing. In a world overflowing with news, gossip, and endless entertainment, Taehyung and Jungkook managed to capture the globe's attention with just one simple act. Going to the gym. That's not just popularity. That's power. The kind of power that only comes when millions of people are emotionally invested in your journey. Theories that spread like fire. Let's talk theories. Because ARMY loves a good mystery. Some believe they're preparing for a duet performance. Something explosive, blending Taehyung's soulful voice with Jungkook's powerhouse energy. Others speculate about a fitness-related brand deal or even a documentary project showing their personal growth. And then there are the dreamers who whisper, what if it's a secret subunit album? Imagine it, Taehyung and Jungkook side by side, creating music that fuses smooth jazz-like tones with energetic pop beats. The thought alone is enough to give chills. What this means for ARMY. But beyond all the speculation, what does this moment really mean for us, the fans? It's a reminder that growth never stops. That even the biggest stars in the world keep working, keep evolving, keep pushing their limits. It's also a gift. Because every time Taehyung and Jungkook let us peek into their journey, even in the smallest ways, it's like they're saying, come with us. We're not done yet. There's so much more to show you. And isn't that why we fell in love with BTS in the first place? A bond beyond the stage. Taehyung and Jungkook have always shared a unique bond. From the earliest days of BTS, when they were still rookies trying to figure out the world, to now, global icons, they've leaned on each other in ways fans often notice. The gym sighting wasn't just about muscles or training. It was about trust. Think about it, when you work out with someone, you're sharing your vulnerability. You're sweaty, you're pushing limits, you're failing and trying again. That's not something you share with just anyone. So, ARMY saw more than two idols at the gym. We saw two brothers, two dreamers, two artists who know that their journeys are intertwined. The silent message. Now here's the deeper layer. Why didn't they announce it? Why no official post, no live stream, no press release? Because sometimes the most powerful messages are silent ones. By simply showing up together, they told us everything we needed to know. They're preparing for something big. They're evolving, and they're doing it side by side. This wasn't noise. It was intention. And intention always speaks louder than words. Why it matters to us? You might be wondering, why does this matter so much? Why are fans all over the world so emotional about this? Because moments like these remind us of our own journeys. We see Taehyung and Jungkook striving, and it sparks something inside us. We remember that growth is possible. That no matter where we are, we can keep building, keep pushing, keep dreaming. That's why ARMY doesn't just follow BTS as entertainers. We follow them as inspiration. And in a way, this gym sighting became less about them and more about us. It became a mirror, showing us what's possible when passion meets discipline. The heart of the story. So let's circle back. Two young men, gym, few quiet pictures, and yet, an entire world felt the spark. That's the magic of Taehyung and Jungkook. They remind us that greatness doesn't always need to be loud. Sometimes it's found in the quiet grind, the early mornings, the sweat, and the unseen effort. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real secret. It's not just about the next album or project. It's about showing us that true stars never stop shining, even when no one's watching. So now let me ask you, what's your gym moment? What's that quiet thing you're working on, the thing nobody sees, but one day will surprise the world? If Taehyung and Jungkook can keep going despite carrying the weight of fame, then you and I, we can keep going too. And when the world finally sees your gym appearance, they'll be just as shocked, just as inspired, and just as moved. Because growth is universal. And like BTS has shown us time and time again, our journey is just beginning. Purple Heart, if you felt inspired by this story, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more emotional BTS storytelling, and comment below what you think Taehyung and Jungkook are really preparing for. Together, let's keep celebrating not just the music, but the heart behind it.